Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Merrill's Monday Market Madness. Coming at you with an update of what is going on in the Phoenix area real estate market, what we're seeing in terms of trends and competitiveness and buyer's market or a seller's market, and just kind of talking to you about what's going on. If you're own a home, this will be helpful information for you to understand what the market's doing. If you're thinking about buying a home, it will also be really helpful information. So hopefully I can provide some good value for you today. I usually say this at the end of the show, but I would just like you guys all to know I really enjoy studying the market. I really enjoy looking up numbers and stats. So if you're ever curious and you want to know what's going on more specifically in your neighborhood, or you want to get an idea of how competitive the market is, or what the month supply of inventory is, or what direction our home value is going in your area, or anything like that, please let me know, and I would be all too happy to run those numbers for you. I always start each episode with a look at the month's supply of inventory. Right now, there are 14,054 active listings in our MLS. And just to give you an idea, our MLS covers, really the entire Phoenix metro area, and then also some areas that are, arguably, whether, Casa Grande and Arizona City, and oftentimes a lot of listings that are even in places like Show Low and Flagstaff, and, they double list them in our MLS as well. But the vast majority are in the Phoenix metro area. So 14,054 active listings, 9,930 listings that are currently pending. Only 6,482 homes that have closed within the past 30 days. That is the lowest number that we have seen since I started this show. So it's, really low number of closed listings. However, the number of listings that have closed in the last 30 days is kind of a reflection of what was happening in the market 60 days ago. And we were just getting into the heat of, or what was happening in the market 45 to 60 days ago, which is really when we were getting into the peak of, fear and coronavirus, and when a lot of the halting of our economy kind of started. So I feel like that's a lagging measure. Normally, I wouldn't. In a normal market, I would say, that's a really, really relevant number. But it doesn't really say what the temperature of the market is today. It's more like, hey, what was the temperature of the market 45 to 60 days ago? So the month supply of inventory right now is a 2.17, which is the highest that we have seen it, meaning if no new homes were to come on the market, it would take a little over 2 months for everything that's currently available for sale to close. And that's the highest that it's been since I started the show. We were as low as like a 1.3. It's still very, very much an extremely low number, still historically low, actually. We typically say that a really balanced market would have a month supply of inventory of about 4. So sitting at 2.17 is a very comfortably low number to be able to say, you know what, we're definitely not entering into a buyer's market at this point. The market still favors sellers, and we do expect that home values will continue to rise, especially once we get to the AC after Corona period. The interesting thing is that we now have over 2 weeks in a row where the inventory has dropped, meaning the total number of active listings has fallen. At 14,054, that's a drop of 270 active listings from last Monday. And then it's a drop of like 800 listings from the Monday before that. So we're actually seeing inventory decline right now. In other words, homes are selling or going pending or coming off the market right now at a faster pace than they are being listed. I guess in a more simple way, you could say demand is speeding up faster than supply is right now. And so, we saw inventory increasing from pretty much the second week of March, and then it continued to climb all the way until about 2 weeks ago, and now it has started to decline, which tells me, and I'm sure you guys have been seeing this kind of thing on social media, but it kind of tells me that people are, kind of ready to start. Not all the way, right? I'm not saying that we're going to go out and start shaking everyone's hand and that kind of thing. But I think a lot of people are ready to start getting back to work and trying to get back to some sense of normalcy. And we're definitely feeling that in the real estate market. We're definitely seeing a big pickup in the total number of homes that are selling right now. Thought it would be interesting to look at the month supply of inventory. As I mentioned, our MLS is very big and it covers such a massive area. So I thought it would be helpful to look at what's going on specifically in Maricopa County, and then within Maricopa County, what's going on by price range, looking at the month supply of inventory, because it's, when we talk about the month supply of inventory being a 2.17, that's across the entire MLS and across all home types, condos, manufactured homes, everything, and across all price ranges. And so that might not tell the story of the temperature of the market if you're in a different price range or a different property type. So since we deal mostly with single family homes and mostly in Maricopa County, I decided to start there. So in Maricopa County, right now, there are 8,827 active listings with 4,409 listings that have closed in the past 30 days. So a month's supply of inventory for Maricopa County of exactly 2 months. Well, not exactly. It was rounded to the nearest 100th, it was 2.00. But then break it down by price range, right? The month supply of inventory for homes over $1 million is 8.9 months supply, meaning if no new $1 million homes could come on the market, only 158 homes sold over $1 million in the past 30 days. So a month supply of inventory of almost 9 months. It would take 9 months for everything they have to kind of dry up. So, not nearly as competitive of a market over $1 million. But of course, a lot of those people are willing to be patient and wait. And that doesn't necessarily mean home values are going to be dropping there. All right, then homes between 500,000 and $1 million, month supply of inventory of 3.57, so a little bit more balanced. And then under 500,000, so you've got a home under 500,000 in Maricopa County, single family home, month supply of inventory of only 1.42, which is dramatically low. So for the most part, we're still seeing homes under 500,000, sell very quickly and for top dollar. And there's still a significantly high amount of demand compared to the amount of supply in that price range. So we expect that to continue and maybe even become more pronounced over the next month as the market continues to speed up. We think that over the next month we're probably going to experience a big pickup in the number of sales happening, because a lot of people who want to try to move during the summer or before the next school year starts are really getting on that right now. I know there's a lot of people that are out of work right now as well, and who aren't going to be able to buy or sell. Buy, and so certainly we're probably going to see fewer sales than we did in May of last year. May of last year, we saw almost 10,000 home sales. And then June of last year, we saw an additional almost 10,000 home sales. So over the last 30 days, only 6,500 home sales. So I wouldn't be surprised if in May and June, we get up to like 7,500 to 8,000 home sales, with only 14,000 homes on the market. That's going to be, that number is going to shrink dramatically. And we'll probably get pretty darn close to where we were before, maybe down to 12,000 or 11,000 active listings. So it's going to be competitive. It's going to be a wild ride. Hope you found this information helpful. If you have any questions about, again, the market or what's going on in your area, please feel free to reach out to me. Thanks and have a great day.